All right.
Is it still called? Well,
We are recording.
is it still called Not a Podcast?
Is this still called Not a Podcast? Yes. Maybe.
But then I don't want someone to be like, "Well, what is it then?"
I know. I don't know. It is a podcast in the sense of, we are filming ourselves talking about nonsense, I guess. But I don't want this to be the only thing that we do. That's, I think, the kind of the point.
So what's the next?
I don't know.
What's the next
I
step?
would like to do like
Go on
little
like tour or something?
go on tour, yeah.
Different cities
Yeah.
for
Go
the,
do a
for
show
the
in
fans.
theaters.
For the fans.
Yeah. Yeah, subscribe to my Patreon.
Yeah, that's how they do it. But what do you envision then?
Like little short movies.
So like not every time come in and film an hour.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey,
Probably not.
this came out, let's block out 20 minutes, see what we thought.
Yeah, like I also wouldn't mind being like, hey, let's sit down and do 20 minutes of a movie review. About one movie. Let's do a movie review.
Yeah.
This is more us talking about whatever.
Still trying to
Doesn't
find our footing.
Yeah. See what the flow is, but sometimes I do want it a little more specific.
Yeah, because that's what I said. Last time we knew what we were
we're
going to
talking
say.
about. Yeah.
We had two topics, and now it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, and that's kind of the cool thing. We can kind of do whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
this
there's always stuff we can talk about, but I do worry that it'll get a little convoluted if we're just like, hey, let's talk about 10 things that, and
Yeah.
quickly go through them and give our opinions on them.
Yeah, I like saying, hey, one thing,
Yeah,
20 minutes.
one thing, and maybe that thing does relate to other things that are going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can talk about, let me see, I'm trying to think of an example. Like the cats thing, for example, right?
The animal or the movie?
The movie. Like that, like we could talk about
Yeah.
the flop that is Cats, but that also ties into like CGI work and why they do things a certain way to make sure they avoid issues like this.
Catastrophes.
Yeah.
I wanted to
And
watch it.
when from the first trailer, or
No,
just-
from I can't not get at all. I haven't seen it.
right?
I have no idea.
yeah.
So I'm just somebody else says something. I'm like, oh yeah, you're probably right. Like that's not fair.
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
think that's
I see
fair
what
at
you're
all.
saying.
Am I gonna watch it? No, everyone said it was terrible. Why am I gonna put myself through that?
It is hard to, like, nowadays, if there's so much content out there that if your movie, show, whatever isn't getting positive reviews, people can just go watch something.
Why go pay money for it?
Yeah, they can just go watch something that does have good reviews.
But the thing about it is nobody said it was good.
right?
The most positive thing was somebody was like, yeah, I was able to sit through it.
Yeah,
And I'm like, that's
it
like your
wasn't.
positive. That's your bar. It's
Yeah.
like I didn't walk out of it. People walked out of it.
It wasn't the worst thing I've seen.
People walked out of the movie.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't put together well. I mean,
Nobody
I think-
asked for it.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
first place.
I was just gonna say I think
Nobody-
the argument to be made was that this movie didn't need to get made in the first place,
Yeah.
and then it did, and it had problems. Because anytime you see a movie trailer and you think to yourself, well, I don't need to. There's no reason they had to do that, like
Yeah.
Han Solo, right? And they didn't have to make a Han Solo movie. All of that wouldn't matter if it was a good movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Han Solo is bad. I'm just saying that if people don't ask for a movie to get made, they don't care that a movie's getting made, all of that is trumped by it being a good movie in the end.
Yeah.
Which I hear, because I don't know, Cats wasn't a good movie. But because of that, I'm not
bad.
gonna watch it.
No,
I don't
and
care
I'm
about
not, I'm
Cats.
not either. But everyone's like,
movie.
it already was something.
Right.
Like they're like, it's just insanely popular. It's the longest running show on Broadway. It was already all these things.
yeah.
So they're like, why Why mess up a good thing?
like-
It's a Broadway show.
It's like making Wicked into a movie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we
You
don't
didn't need to do
we
that.
Don't need it.
People are gonna go see Cats. They're gonna go see it on Broadway.
Yeah, go see it on Broadway.
But it's for select people that like the theater,
Yes.
not the movie
The
theater.
movie theater.
the other going to
Agreed.
the theater.
Yeah, they don't have to adapt everything to the big screen. And there are things that I watch sometimes where I wonder, man, what would this look like if it was on the big screen?
Yeah.
You know, like we think about that with video games or comic books or TV shows, and if they just did a higher budget form
Version.
of this thing,
Yeah.
right? And if you threw a buttload of money at this property, what would it look like with big time actors and who would play who and
Yeah.
all that? But I don't think that we had that with Cats. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
And that's
I'm
my
just
thing.
saying what other people are
That's
saying.
literally where I stand with it. I haven't seen it. I can't knock it. I can literally only go off what everyone is saying.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad for it. I really don't, because
It's just crazy.
It's just from the first trailer, we're like, what is happening? Why? It looks scary.
It looks.
The music doesn't even. It's like not even catchy. Like I don't want to sing along with it. And that's what a musical
Not a
is.
Frozen
Yeah.
like situation.
You like if you're like, oh, it sounds like it's kind of cat. Like all right, I could bounce my head to that
Yeah.
for an hour and a half. It wasn't even that. Your cast was cool. You had some players in there.
All-star
You had some
cast.
players in there.
Yeah. Jason
But-
Derulo, man. Once you get Jason Derulo,
Guy makes gems.
you are on top.
So I'm good with it. I'm like I'm cool to leave it in 2019.
Well,
I'm fine.
I think I should also be clear that I like myself a good musical.
Oh, Into the Woods? You kidding me? Jersey Boys?
I am not against going and watching a musical.
No, not
Okay.
at all.
In fact, I think some of the best movies
Yeah,
could be musicals.
got some music to it.
Even Kevin Smith's Clerks 2 had a nice musical dance number
Yeah.
in the middle of it. You know, it's like because there is a time and a place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that I don't like Cats because it is a musical.
Oh no, that's not why at all.
Again, I haven't seen it. Just from what I heard, the Cats did scare people a little bit. It was unsettling
This is what nightmares
from what I was
were made
reading.
of.
Yeah,
There's a couple quotes I heard.
it's just strange. It was strange to watch on the
Do
screen.
you think you'll
the whole
ever
time.
watch it? Do you think you're just flipping through one day and you're like, I remember this. This was a couple years. This was 2019, I think. I do remember this was a controversial. Let me check this out now. I mean, just sit through it and see if I do remember this movie though. And you're like, let me see.
Do I ever see myself watching Cats? No.
No, because
No.
remember when TV was a thing and you would like flip
Like
through-
channel
and like
surf
on
and
TNT you're like, oh,
Like, oh,
shit,
man.
I forgot about that. I've never check it out.
Like, whoa, halfway through a movie. and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, and you just
Yeah.
sit through it.
Did you ever like flip through a movie? Because sometimes stations used to play movies and then they would play the movie again right after the movie. Like literally, they'll play the movie twice
Yeah.
in a row.
USA used to do that.
Yeah, USA and like TNT, they used to just play the movie twice in a row. And sometimes I would catch a movie in the middle of a movie,
And like, I gotta watch the
or
beginning.
finish it, and then I would, rather than it started again, I would watch the first half.
Yeah.
So I would watch the second half of a movie first, and then
Because you can never start at the beginning.
yeah, because you would never catch it.
The movie would start at 7. You
Yeah.
don't get home till 7:45. You
Right.
turn on the TV.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
so I was like, oh, well, but it's going to play again. Okay, cool. I'll finish it. And then I'll watch the first
immediately
45
start
minutes that I
watching it.
missed. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it now.
But that's not gonna be for cats.
No.
That's not what I want to do
So-
with that.
That we don't have channel surfing anymore, really.
No.
And because of that, if I'm just like flipping through Netflix and I'm scrolling through, oh, what am I going to watch today? And I just see Cats. Move along.
I'm gonna do it.
You're going to do it?
Maybe.
Maybe just have it on.
I just want to see it.
The thing is, I think people are going to show Cats as a like it's so bad you have to watch it to see what.
That's
people are
where I'm
talking
at.
about. Yeah,
It's so like you
check it
gotta
out
see.
because- Is it that bad?
Yeah, see, and I wanna critique it. I
Yeah.
wanna. I kind of want to just tear into it.
What if you loved it?
See, I can't
What if
see
you
that
absolutely loved it? And
because
you love the
I've
music?
never seen a movie,
You're like Jennifer Hudson.
I
Was
know.
amazing.
but I've never seen a movie where I like a trailer and then hated the movie. I'm trying to think of a movie where it's like,
Interesting.
that was the
Interesting.
coolest trailer, that was sweet, and then you're like, that movie was terrible. Like if I like a trailer, I'm like,
That
oh,
you personally
I mean, I'm trying to think of
watch
one.
the trailer, and if you
Loved-
love the trailer,
and then the movie was terrible.
ooh,
So Cats could be like, yo, trailer was trash, everyone hated it, but the movie was okay.
I've had those moments where I see a trailer and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna go check it out, and then it's just getting rave reviews,
Yeah.
and then I go watch it for myself, and it turns out I actually really enjoyed the movie.
But I can't think of a
the
movie
reverse, okay,
where a trailer
was amazing, blew
was
you away.
amazing. You're like, oh, I'm in.
Yeah,
Opening
you
weekend,
showed
I'm
up.
in. And then you're like, ah, damn.
You're like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
You know what? I have one.
I kind of do too.
Do you?
Okay, go for it.
All right.
God, it's gonna be
Man,
a
I think
hot
this was
button
like
though.
2008, maybe. No, maybe. Oh, I think it was before that.
That's a while.
The Spirit. I don't know if you remember
It's
the
an
Spirit.
animated movie?
It is not an
I'm
animated
thinking of
movie.
Spirited Away.
Yes, you're thinking of
Okay.
Spirited Away.
Yeah, different movie.
The Spirit was, I believe, it was a comic book movie or a graphic novel adaptation from Frank Miller, and I
Who?
think. Oh, you say who? Or
No, I said who? Frank
Oh,
Miller.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
There you go.
And I think so. This was after 300, and I think because of 300 success, they gave Frank Miller the Spirit, and I think he directed the Spirit. I might be wrong. But the trailer was super cool because it was very Sin City. It was very Sin City-esque.
No
Yeah.
sunlight.
Right. It's
Okay.
like all takes place during the night, and that movie was not good. It was not good. I actually did not enjoy watching that movie.
Did you go see it in theaters?
You know what? This is an embarrassing story. I did go see it in
Okay.
theaters. So the trailer was so good, and I don't remember exactly when the trailer came out, but it was before Halloween, and it was so good that I went that year as the Spirit for Halloween before the movie even came
Oh,
out
yeah, you
because the
can't do
trailer was so good.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
can't do
It was
that.
not a good move because then the movie was not good, and
Well,
I didn't
nobody
even
knows.
like it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm doubling down.
Yeah.
This movie's gonna be great. I am going as
See, that's
the main
that's ballsy.
character, isn't it? I would never do that today.
So would you ever watch the movie again? You're like,
No,
can't
never.
do that.
Yeah. Sometimes I definitely put it on a couple of times after that because I actually liked the way it looked, and I don't think I even like that anymore.
Movie.
Yeah. Okay, so that's mine.
sad.
The Spirit. Frank Miller's The
Frank
Spirit.
Miller. God, Frank Miller does some stuff.
Yeah.
So mine's controversial because all the movies in the trilogy everybody hated.
In the trilogy.
I liked the first movie. I was like, okay, cool.
You talking about The Hobbit?
No. So I think, God, if I remember correctly, it's the third one in this trilogy. And I saw the trailer,
Okay.
and I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's do this.
You liked it.
I liked the trailer. I'm like, I want to go watch it.
Okay.
And I know it's a movie everybody hated. It's the only movie I've ever walked out of. I'm like, I don't even want. I walked out. Yeah.
You walked out
I
of
walked
this
out.
movie?
Well, it was when I was working at the theater. I got free tickets.
Oh, so
I just
it
went
meant
to
nothing
watch
to
it.
you. Yeah.
So I went after work. I'm like, all right, let's see what this is. And I'm like, no,
and it's
I'm not
in
doing
a
this.
trilogy. Hold on.
Yeah. It's
Can you give me a
trilogy.
genre?
Horror. Well, I guess horror. Yeah.
Is it The
call
Purge?
horror. Yeah.
Oh.
It was the Purge election year.
You walked out of Purge
Yeah.
election year?
Because it was so stupid. It was horrible.
The trailer does not Does the trailer look good?
But the trailer at least looked like there was a little bit more to it. They're like, okay, so it's not just let's see how many people we can kill in 12 hours. They like get into this mess, and it's like now they got to. It's like this whole thing, and I'm like, okay, so now there's like a little bit more to it.
Okay, but
There's something going on, and they got to solve it, and then there's this.
But the movie is,
And then the movie was like, you didn't follow anything.
and it really
You
is
didn't say
just how many
that.
people.
It's really
we can
just how
kill.
many people can we kill. So I thought I was going to be following this guy. You know, he comes up with another guy and it's like, we got to put an end to this.
Okay.
But the only way we can do that is if we team up. I'm like, okay, cool. Like buddy cop horror movie.
Why did
And
you
then
say
it
it was
was just-
controversial?
Because everybody hated that movie. And like, why would you even think it was going to be a
Okay,
good
yeah,
movie?
that's my
Like, why would
response to
why would you think the Purge election year was going to be
Why
a good
did the
movie?
trailer like?
Because I thought
you
there was
buy
more
into it?
to it. I thought there was like a story behind it.
Yes.
And then there wasn't at all. But I could see somebody being like, no.
I can't remember the trailer all that much,
No.
but I don't remember watching the trailer and being like, I am in.
I did. And I think this was 2016.
Oh man, I don't remember.
So this was when the election was happening. And it like, and I'm pretty
was
sure.
that the tie-in?
Was that the what?
It was an election year for us.
Yeah,
and so they
yeah.
released
And that's why they
the
released Purge
That
election
makes
year.
me hate it even more.
And then
I haven't even seen.
I remember
the
the
Purge election
music
year.
being like it fit really well in, and I was like, oh, this could be fun.
Oh man.
And then I'm like, no,
okay, I'm gonna add.
glad I didn't pay
I'm
for
gonna add
it.
Purge election year right next to Cats.
Yeah,
In the Netflix queue of just gonna skip right over.
yeah, you can't. And I liked the first one. Like the
right
first
over.
one was cool. The first one was all in like the house.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
wasn't a horrible movie. I didn't hate the movie.
yeah, the first Saw is also an amazing movie.
Never seen Saw.
Have you seen any Saws?
No, I don't. They're scary.
Oh my gosh! But the first one is
Scaring me.
well, no, but the first one is a the first one is a good movie.
Yeah, I should watch the first one.
I think it's James Wan. Actually, is it James Wan? No, he did.
No, he did some of them.
The Sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's.
But
I'm
that's
gonna have
not
to
where
also
he
check that
shines,
out.
really.
That's where he shines in
No,
horror?
I feel like yeah, in horror for sure, but more in like the Annabelles and the Conjuring stuff where it's
Well, so the
'cause
first
Saw
Saw.
is really they're just like cut their arms and like pull their
Okay, not
eyes
the
out,
first
something
Saw
like that.
though.
Okay.
Not the first Saw. And the first Saw takes place in one room, and they do have scenes outside of the room, but the majority is just two guys in one room trying to figure out how to get out, and it's not like ripping body parts off
Yeah.
for the sake of gore. Yeah,
But that's what it became, right?
That's what it became. Yeah.
But they've done like 9 of them, 8 of them,
Oh man. I
because
don't even
Jigsaw
know.
was like the 8th one.
Yeah, and then they're
But
like,
Jigsaw was like really the first one because it tells you how Jigsaw
yeah.
came to be or something.
Well, the first one, yeah, has Jigsaw, and then I think he dies in like 3 or 4 or something.
But
then he
the
doesn't
first one, the
die.
first movie that came out was Saw.
Yeah, just Saw.
But the last movie that came out, Jigsaw,
Oh, the movie Jigsaw.
was supposedly taking place before
Before
the
that
first
one?
Saw, yeah.
Oh, I never
Again,
saw
I haven't
Jigsaw.
seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, they should really stop making those movies because there's really...
They're all
thing
all
is-
like so.
It would have been cool if they made Saw, even if they did Saw 2, which I don't remember it being terrible, but I know Saw 3 is where it goes off the rails. But even if they did like Saw 1, Saw 2, Saw 3, and then they were like, you know what, we want to make horror movies that are just for the sake of pulling body parts off and showing you all this gore. Let's call it Jigsaw, and we'll make 8 Jigsaw movies. But let's stop.
Leave Saw alone.
Yeah, let's stop tainting the Saw name, and let's call it something else. It still takes place in the universe, but we're not gonna mess up what we have over here.
You could have had 3 really
We've
good
gotten
movies.
worse every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3. Here's a Saw trilogy, and then we'll call it
And then
Jigsaw.
all this
8
cut-offs.
Jigsaws that we don't care about. Yeah, that are there.
But I mean,
Throwaways to make money during Halloween.
they were popular.
Yeah, because there is a fan base for that type of movie. Yeah, for sure.
Weird.
And some people love the Saw movies,
Mm-hmm.
and for that reason, and probably liked the first Saw less so because there wasn't enough of that. And then they
Yes.
find their audience, and then they go
And then they're
ham.
like, all right,
yeah.
let's see how many teeth we can pull out.
Yeah, and like
And-
show
and
you
to-
like
to
nails
me-
coming off, and
To me,
Ooh.
it's fine. Like,
I
I
like
get
it.
how
I
movies
don't like
work.
it.
I know horror movies are super easier. They're easier to make because they're kind of like
Well, like that, right? You
just kind
do.
of throw everything in there. But it's just not appealing to me. And it's more the torture thing. It's not. I don't mind a horror movie.
Or you saw a horror movie last night,
Yeah, so
right?
I did see one. It was. I really want to tell you what happened. I don't know if you ever plan on watching it, but
I probably won't watch it just because I don't know when I would actually get around to watching it.
Yeah.
But I really, really wish that I could watch this movie because
I'm
heard
bummed I didn't
so
see
many
it.
good
I'm
things.
bummed I didn't see it in theaters.
I'm bummed I didn't see that in theaters and Knives Out.
Knives
I'm not
Out was
gonna
also
get around to-
fantastic.
Knives Out.
But
Yeah.
Ready or Not was it did exactly what I wanted.
So yeah, so you saw
'Cause I
Ready
was
or Not
asking
last
for
night.
it the whole time.
Did you
And I was like, can this please happen?
did you rate it?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Just because it wasn't in theaters.
You have it.
I was
Oh,
just usually doing theaters.
oh, okay. Well, so what was you?
Go 8-6.
Wow.
Go 8-6.
Okay.
Because I couldn't take my eyes off the screen.
It was fun though, right?
could-
You
yeah.
said it was a
Like I had a good time. I couldn't get enough of it.
Okay, so can I ask you what happens,
Mhm.
right? And then if I'm right, you can say I'm right, and if I'm not right, then we won't go deeper into it.
Put a
Okay.
spoiler warning.
I know. I don't think I'm gonna spoil it. So from the trailer,
So do I answer yes or no?
yes, answer yes or no. So I'm gonna guess what happens in the movie, and if
Okay.
I'm right, then just tell me I'm right, and then all right, cool. And then, but if I'm wrong, then don't tell me what actually happens.
Okay.
Don't spoil it if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Okay. So the movie is about these two people getting married, right?
Correct.
And he takes her to meet the family for the first time.
No, they've
Met before. Okay. So
They
it's
were
just a
ve-
family dinner.
They were just very skittish of her. They're like, "Who's this girl?"
Okay. So she goes over because now they're engaged,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so now he has to like break her into the family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now they play this game of hide and seek with weapons where they try to kill each other, right? But in the trailer, it looks like the husband is pretending to play along in the beginning, and then he actually is just trying to save her. Like he goes and meets up with her, and now they're together trying to fight off the rest of the family.
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
It's true and false.
Oh my gosh.
Both. It's both of those things.
They're separated fighting. But does the husband ever actually try to kill his...
See,
Okay. Okay.
This gets to the
Okay.
point where it's like, how much do you want to know?
Oh, no. Okay. Just answer yes or no. Does the husband kill the girl?
No.
Does the girl kill the husband?
No.
But do either the husband or the girl die?
Do you want to know that?
Does the girl die?
No.
Okay. Is it all real?
Yes, it's a real situation. Like
Okay.
it wasn't. That's what I thought too. I'm like, where's she gonna like wake up and be like, oh my god? No,
But
it's
no.
completely real. Thing.
Everyone is.
It's yeah. But the movie's like funny. There's like a lot of humor to it,
Yeah.
and it's in a good way. I'm like, you guys are just gonna try to be funny just to like lighten up like the horror aspect of it. But like it makes sense.
Well, so that's the part I have to actually watch the movie to, I guess, understand, and maybe I didn't catch it in the trailer, was that why would they do that?
That was kind of it wasn't my grief with it. I was just they do it. It's like and it's in the trailer. You can rewatch the trailer. It's not a spoiler for anything. It's a family ritual
Yeah, but
that they do.
they just
So-
like kill off their family. So the whole family is trying to kill the girl.
It's trying to kill the girl, but she has
Yeah.
no idea until she's like, okay, I guess I'll go hide. And
Right.
then they're like, oh shit, like they're trying to kill me. Like,
Right.
why is this happening? And then they showed it in the trailer.
But then
too.
the husband-
husband's like trying to help her. He's like, hey, you got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And she's like, yeah.
But people
yeah.
actually die.
Yes, people die.
Yeah, and I don't understand
That's
that.
all something like when they shot the. I don't know if you saw that in the trailer. So
Yeah,
the
no,
woman
yeah, you
runs
see
in
people
and then,
die.
like, they shoot him with a crossbow and like it stabs her in the mouth. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh well, shit.
That's that's what was confusing.
That's
me.
why,
I was like,
yeah, I gotta
what?
watch it. I really just want to. No, I mean it was good, but the whole time I was asking for something. I got about 30 minutes in, and I'm like, this needs to happen. If this happens, we're good.
But because of,
It was a personal thing, though.
I was gonna say because
It was
of
like a
because the
personal-
trailer set it up, or because
Just because of how I started feeling when I was watching the movie.
okay, so the
I-
30
I-
minutes in, you wanted something to happen.
Yeah, I got attached to the movie, and that's why I couldn't take my eyes away. I started relating to this woman, and
But
what
does it
she was
explain
going through.
why they do
It does,
this
yeah.
as a family ritual?
It does before they
Okay.
play the game.
And it makes sense
Kind of.
that they would just like
And
choose to die.
it's a humor. It kind of plays into the humor. So he's like explaining it. He's like, "All right, here's what we're gonna do. This is how you become part of the family."
But the only way she wins is if she kills everybody.
The only way she wins is if she survives.
But is there a time limit?
Dawn, yeah.
Oh,
the morning,
okay.
the
She
morning.
just has to survive.
Well, yeah, and
until
it's,
dawn.
again, this
I think
stuff
that was
is all in the
Yeah, I was
trailer
gonna
too.
say, I
Yeah,
think that was in the trailer. Yeah.
nothing I've said wasn't in the trailer. So it's like, and she asks like, "Well, how do I win?" She's like, "Well, you can survive
You
till
can fight
dawn."
back. Yeah.
And she's like,
Fight
"Well,"
back.
and even at that point, she still didn't know. She's like, "Okay." And then she gets out and she's like, "I'm done playing this game." And then she's like, "Oh my god, this isn't a game." So all these events start happening, but the reason they do this is like a humorous reason. And once I had an understanding of that, it helped me as to why I need this to happen now.
All right, I'm gonna watch it.
I was like, I need this to happen.
What's it on? You rented it?
I rented off Redbox.
Okay. I'll watch
Amazon had it for too much, so Redbox had it for a couple bucks.
it. Yeah, no kidding. All right, I'll watch it.
It was like
I might
enough.
watch it in 2 parts, but I'll watch
It was enough humor, and I don't think it was a horror movie. I just
Yeah,
think
well,
it
it's
was
like a comedy. It's a comedy
like a-
horror, right? Or a comedy thriller.
It was like a heavy thriller.
But
Like
it
it
is
was
scary?
like it wasn't scary. I wasn't like
Yeah,
I didn't walk out
think it was
of
scary.
out of my theater and be like,
I didn't think it looked scary.
"Whoa, who's there?" Like it wasn't like that.
Okay.
It was more like, "Yo, am I gonna
All right, I'll watch
get
it.
stabbed? Like is someone gonna stab me in the darkness?" But I didn't go to bed looking around and
All right.
what's in the shadows. Like with The Conjuring, when I watch The Conjuring, I'm like, oh, there's demons everywhere. There are ghosts and goblins in my home right now. But with
All right.
Ready or Not, I'm like, is my sister gonna come in and try to murder me? Should I be more aware
right.
of that?
I will watch it. I'll give you my.
Yeah,
Review of
give it
it.
a watch. It was. I can see why people thought it was one of the best movies of 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. People loved it. They loved it.
It was just a different. It was a different take. I've never
All right.
seen anything like it.
Dang.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right. So
It was a good time.
your movie was a trailer that you liked, and you didn't like the movie was The Purge, which led us to Ready or Not. But really, this all just goes back to cats. And why
Cats ruin
it's
lives.
Not.
And the thing about it is, real life cats aren't even that much better.
Oh man.
They're not. And cinema related.
This is controversial. This is
I'm
controversial for
just
sure.
not a cat fan. I don't mind them. I'm not afraid of them.
But you would never.
I'm not gonna go buy a cat and have it in my home. I don't have a dog. I don't have a dog in my house.
Yeah.
Why would I get a cat?
Some people love cats though.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with cats. I've
But
never
you would
gotten along
never.
with cats. I don't think cats like
Is that
them.
why you didn't want to go see the movie? Because you don't like cats?
I don't like
Is
cats.
that the real
I wouldn't
reason?
go watch a movie about birds.
Oh yeah, let's talk about your bird fear.
Yo, I'm scared. It's because I watched the birds when I was 4. And my parents watch this movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is it? And they're like, watch the movie. And a child, I'm like, okay, cool.
I will admit.
And the birds eat the people. Oh God.
I will admit. 2 days ago, I saw them. We were together and we saw the most birds I've ever seen in my entire
And
life.
that didn't make you nervous. They could have taken you on. You had no
Did
shot.
it make me nervous? No.
You had no. If those birds all attacked you, you'd have no
Why
shot.
would the birds turn on me?
You didn't see the birds? They killed the whole city.
But it's a movie.
Alfred Hitchcock, great guy, weirdo.
But that's not gonna happen
I know, but that movie is
when we're.
that movie just for real scarred me.
So but were you actually afraid that the birds were gonna do something?
I'd rather them not be near me.
But we saw a ton of birds.
Yeah, it made me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. Were you really like, oh, at any point in time they could like fly over
No,
here?
but I'm like, let's go. We
go.
don't need to be here any longer. Like, let's. Like, I don't want to. I'm not gonna walk across and like go say hi to my buddy or someone that works there.
okay.
Like, I'm
No,
like, let's
yeah.
go. Let's get back inside.
No, I would have totally like ran to the
get
birds.
back inside. No,
I would have totally ran over there just to see what it was
At
like.
the zoo?
to-
No. They have like the big one.
Yeah. But have you ever fed the birds at the zoo?
No, I've never
Oh
fed the
my
birds at the zoo.
gosh. Yeah.
There's a
Bird
peac-
ate my hat one
There's
time.
a peacock running around. Oh,
There is a peacock
yeah,
running
they're
around.
probably mean.
Yeah.
But that big one, I guess
Yeah,
it's like a
probably.
falcon or a hawk.
Oh, I
They
don't
can
know.
pick up
it's a
baby
big
dog.
bird.
They can pick up small dogs.
Oh yeah, of course.
They dig their things and pick up small
Talons?
dogs.
Talons, yeah, and then that's how
They
they
could probably pick
get
up a
their
baby.
prey.
Easily. A baby weighs less than a dog.
Yeah, I mean they probably could. 8
So-
pounds is nothing.
I'm not like afraid. Like, I don't. Like, just don't bother me. I won't bother you.
What do you? It's just. But you understand that we didn't see when we saw
There were
100
like
birds.
thousands of them.
They weren't falcons though.
There were pigeons
Yeah.
and crows.
I don't think there were crows there
I
either.
feel like there were crows.
Not saying, but pigeons.
Lot
I
of
think are
pigeons.
very smart, but I don't really know that.
What's the pigeons like the state bird of New York?
Is it
Probably. They got pigeons everywhere. That's why I don't live in New York.
because
don't
of the
know.
pigeon situation?
There's everywhere. Pigeons and rats. The city's full of them.
Are you afraid of rats too?
No, I don't mind rats. And they're
But
not
a
hygienic.
pigeon-
They're not hygienic.
Yeah, super.
Or an
super
owl.
dirty.
Could you imagine an owl?
An owl would be awesome.
I don't want an owl either.
An owl would be. I think owls are actually super mean birds. I don't know.
Well, aren't
I'm not a
chickens
bird
mean
person.
too? They're
Chickens?
chickens will
I think,
fight back.
I think turkeys are pretty terrible.
Turkeys.
Turkeys.
I don't know,
a
I just-
turkey will attack you.
I'm not like kill all the birds.
a
Like
chicken.
I'm not like that. But like just, I don't need to go to a place where they all hang out.
I know. I didn't know that either, though. I didn't
Yeah.
know that going in that we were about
And
to
when I
drive
went
up to a
the
bird
first
mecca.
time to the dump,
It was
and I
like that?
Like, really? I have to get out of this?
Oh yeah, no, I didn't
not
know that.
getting out. I'm
Last
not
time I
getting out of
went
my car.
to the dump, nothing. I didn't see no birds.
Yeah. Well, I feel like they're always there.
But man, it was pretty crazy.
It wasn't.
Most birds I've ever seen in one place in my entire life.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hundreds.
Yeah.
It was.
And then it make you
Hundreds.
like just to see so many of one thing that you've never seen before. You're not like, this is like if I saw 1,000 dogs all at once, I'd be like, that's weird.
It is weird.
I've never seen like a herd of dogs.
So that's a good.
I've
point.
seen like 50 horses all in one
It
place.
didn't freak me out that there were hundreds of birds in one
Oh, it
spot.
freaked me out.
But if I saw hundreds of dogs in one spot, I'd be like, what is happening?
Yeah.
But no, it didn't freak me out that I saw a ton of birds. I also was getting a little bit of joy at how afraid you were. So I think I was also focused on that a little bit. Yeah, it's hilarious.
I've always been weird.
Just
with
like
birds.
watching you. It was like we were driving up and then there was birds and then all of a sudden you were like, oh, they're here. I was like,
hanging out.
okay, yeah. You're like, yeah, I don't like birds.
No, it's a real.
And
People
then you're like quiet.
people have poked fun at me before.
Yeah. And then you're like, okay, can we go? And I was like, yeah, dude. We can go.
They're just freaky. I don't know. And then like a mama bird, pull your eyes right out.
Why? Where are you coming into contact with mama birds?
Well, I don't know. We like get them in the.
We had a bird nest last year.
Well, when
Mama
we were
bird didn't do
little,
nothing.
we had the gazebo, and my dad would don't go near them. Stay away.
In fact,
I'm
you know
like,
what?
okay.
The mama bird, we had a nest in our porch
Yeah.
last year, and every time we walked over to that nest just to see what was going on, the mama bird took off because she was afraid of us. I was like, that is terrible.
That's
You have
terrible.
no idea what I'm about to do.
Horrible parenting.
Yeah, she's like, see ya.
See, no.
Good, best of luck to ya.
Yeah.
She just takes off. 'cause she's
I would be
terrified.
afraid
Oh yeah,
because like I
that's
can't
funny.
fight off a bird.
Oh my! What do you mean?
I
These
can't
are little
like
birds.
fight them off.
I'm not asking you to fight off a bald eagle
Oh,
or a
see,
falcon.
bald eagle is cool.
We're just talking about. It was like a little bird.
A little house bird.
Yes, like when you build a birdhouse and a little bird goes inside. And goes inside the little
plotting
tiny
gets-
hole.
Plotting gets attack on your house.
You are a strange individual.
It's the movie.
It's
it has
so
to be
funny.
the movie.
It is hilarious.
It's got to
to
be
me
Alfred Hitchcock's
that-
The Birds that did it
Oh my gosh,
as a child. They came in the chimneys,
man! that's
pecked
so
through the
funny.
doors, they'd board up the doors. Birds came right through.
Yeah, because it's a horror movie.
I know.
Okay. Dang. The other day when I got vertigo, and your dad was like, he calls me, "Hey, how you doing?" I go, "I'm good. Just got the vertigos." He goes, "Yeah, you know what you should do, right? Well, you should go watch the movie Vertigo. I think it'll cure you."
You're like, that's not how that works,
Yeah.
doctor.
Thank you very much. He goes, "You know what? Watch it twice. Watch 2 vertigos and call me in the morning."
Be extra healed.
That's literally what he told me.
Be extra healed,
Yeah, it was so funny.
Dr. Romero.
Yeah, that was hilarious though. I was just like, yeah, well, I won't do that, but that was funny. Thank you. Cheered me up a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch 2 vertigos. Call
Yeah.
me in the morning.
Drink some water.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get sick and someone goes, "Oh yeah, you should really, really take in fluids." You're like, "Yeah, man. That's what they always say."
That's what's making us sick all these years.
Yeah. Every time, "Oh man, you should really drink. Just make sure you drink fluids."
Get some rest.
Yeah.
I'd love to get some rest. I
Drink some fluids.
sick. I can't sleep.
Oh. So I'm just dehydrated and tired.
Okay.
Okay. I
Thanks,
thought I was sick.
Thanks, doctor.
I will push the fluids and get some rest. Thank you. Yeah, it's so funny.
I'll get rid of my birds thing one day, I'm sure.
I think
sure
I'm gonna drive you back up there. And I think I'm.
I'll go. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna not go.
No, but I think I'm gonna leave you there.
See, I'd be yeah.
And then I'm gonna drive down, and then you're just gonna be stuck there in a super bright green vest
covered in
by
fish.
yourself. Yeah,
Covered in a fish. Put
yeah,
fish things
but just throw birdseed at you. Just
yeah.
toss some birdseed.
It'll probably pass. Well, I've had it for like a long time.
I don't know if fears
You don't have like a weird thing.
pass. Me?
Yeah.
I'm just afraid of heights.
Yeah,
I don't
heights
have
aren't
like
fun.
I don't have a fear of like
Heights
insects
aren't
or
fun.
birds or.
I mean,
animals.
I'm not afraid of like anything, but like some stuff, I'm like, I don't want to. Like if a centipede, like I'm not gonna like pick it up. I'm like,
Right.
I don't want to go near it.
Right.
I'm not.
right.
Like, yeah, stay away. I'm like, I'd rather not be around it.
But there's
I'm not afraid of it.
Yeah, there's a difference of like if I was walking down the street and I saw an unleashed dog just walking down the street
Yeah.
towards me, I'm probably getting a little afraid,
Yeah.
right? Because I don't know if that dog is owned by someone. I don't know if that dog is rabid. I'm just gonna trust that it's okay. No, I'm probably gonna go the other direction. But that does not mean I'm afraid of dogs.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I see a poisonous spider. Not that I know what a poisonous spider looks like.
It's a black widow.
Yeah,
looks
I know what a black widow looks like. Maybe like a brown recluse
It's
and
really all. I don't even know. It sounds like a cookie.
brown recluse
I
cookie.
don't even know
Here
what.
you go.
I don't even know what that is, but
But you know, like I see a typical spider, small spider. I'm not afraid of it. I'm like, all right, that sucks, and then take it out, and then do away with
did
it.
you kill him or put him outside?
Oh, I kill insects.
They're like, don't leave it. It eats the other bugs. Fuck the other bugs too. I don't want any of the
I'll
bugs.
kill 'em
I don't
all.
want the bugs
Kill them all.
or the moths. I don't want them.
Yeah, I
Get
don't
all
want
the
the
get all the
moths.
bugs out.
Yeah, moths are just.
I'm not afraid of
dumb.
moths either, but I don't.
I don't want a moth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like a healthy fear I think you should have of certain things, and things that can bite you and kill you. I think is just smart. But like my fear of heights is irrational, because I can be at the top of something perfectly safe, like inside of a window, right, looking out, and I'll get a little like when you were doing the tram.
Oh,
Right.
that was awful.
And you picture the worst thing happening.
Oh, straight to the
Yeah, you're just
straight
like,
to the
it's
ground.
like an irrational fear of like, well, like we've never, I don't know if they have or not. Like maybe they've lost one tram. I don't know if they've ever lost any trams. But likely that they've never had a tram just unhook from the wire and just plummet to the bottom.
Yeah.
Right?
Have you done the tram?
No, never.
It's
Because I already know.
I did it last year because I was terrified to do it.
Oh,
And when I got off on the top, I was holding on to the bar, and when I moved my hands, the bar was just soaked.
Yeah, that would be me.
And I'm like,
that would be me.
This is horrible.
But it's.
I couldn't enjoy it. It was terrifying.
But so to me, yeah, exactly. You're so scared. You're not even enjoying the beautiful view.
Spend $25 on this
to be
scared for 30 minutes, 15 minutes up and 15 minutes back down. No.
So that's in somewhat irrational fear, right? You're safe in a tram that has never broken before.
But it could.
Right, but you're not. It's like I'm on the fifth floor of a hotel, and I picture the building collapsing. Like there's no, or like I'm looking out the window, somehow I trip and break through the window and fall out of the fifth floor all the way down, and I just get nervous, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna back away from the window. Yeah.
So you couldn't do like the Chicago glass walk, where you like walk out on a glass bridge. And like you can look down, or the Grand Canyon does it too.
Oh no! Actually, I couldn't do the Grand Canyon.
When you walk out and you're like, "Oh, cool."
There's like a certain exposure level. So like the hotel example is not a good example because I'm not like if you put me on the 10th floor of a hotel, like I'm not scared being on the 10th floor of a hotel.
Yeah.
But if you put me on the
balcony?
roof or the balcony, if I was on the 10th floor and I went on the balcony and there's nothing keeping me secure, making me feel safe that I can't just fall over.
Okay.
So on the glass walks, like they have, I think St. Louis does that, like the Walk of the Arch, and like I probably wouldn't do too bad if I'm hooked and I'm feeling like I'm in control. I probably wouldn't be too bad. But
so what about like rides?
I used to ride.
Do you like a ride?
Yeah, I used to.
The ride
I would do roller coasters.
Drops you and then takes back up.
I don't know if I would do that just because I don't really like that.
The motion of it?
Yeah, I don't like the motion of like... But I used to do roller coasters all the time. Yeah. And it didn't bother me to do roller coasters, even when they would like take you up.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it like waits. Yeah.
You're just like, oh my God. No, that was fine.
Okay.
I don't know, but there's a sense of like, I'm good here. Or like we used to do the hanging rides, right? Your feet are just...
Oh yeah, see, I've never done that.
Yeah, we used to do those.
I've never been on a big
and
ride.
It's like an exposure level. Like you're just like, oh well, look, I can look. I'm looking down and there's nothing there.
Yeah,
because I'm just being held up. I'm just being held, up here. But
well, I've never done it.
Roller coasters,
or
you've never done it?
No, we never had them. The closest one was
but would
Phoenix.
You?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
If I could spend a day at Six Flags, like I would do it.
But you guys have never gone to Six Flags?
No. We went to Knott's Berry Farm once, but I was too little to want to ride them. I was like 8 or 9. I'm like I was scared of them at that point.
I didn't know that.
We've never. The closest one is in Phoenix or Denver, to an actual amusement park.
We should go.
I've been on the one at Cliffs, but it's not a roller coaster. That's what I'm saying. I've
they are.
I've never had one.
Like these are roller coasters that like last a long time.
Yeah, they're like a minute and a half.
Yeah,
or 2 minutes of like,
and you're just like
flipping
constantly
around.
going through. Yeah.
So like I would love to do it.
Yeah,
there's so many rides I'd like to do. I've never had one.
You know what I don't like is Ferris wheels. I don't like Ferris wheels.
Yeah, they're too slow.
Because I'm afraid.
Oh, the heights. This isn't exciting enough. I don't like because it's not a ride. You just go up and stop, and then you go up and stop.
I remember I was like,
go up and stop. And I'm like,
I remember the first time I rode a Ferris wheel. It was at a carnival. Probably not the best place to ride a Ferris wheel too. But I remember we got up on the Ferris wheel, and then it stops, and then the basket just started rocking, and then I was like, shh, everyone stopped moving. It just told everyone in the car, hey, everyone stop.
It's freaky.
Like, is this what it is? And they were like, well, what's wrong? I was like, are we going to fall? And I made everyone stop moving the basket. Yeah, and everyone's like,
It seats
dude,
like
we're on a Ferris
4 people.
wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on a Ferris wheel. What are you doing?
But you don't know.
I'm
it's
like,
not
yeah,
gonna
just come down.
break.
So everyone come down. And then we like moved again. And I was like, okay, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Let's get down. Let's
You ever
go.
seen Final Destination?
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
can,
Don't you know?
you can get your head cut off walking in an elevator.
Death is all around
Yeah.
us.
So I don't know. I would like to go. I mean,
We
I
will
went to
definitely
a
go.
water park
Yeah.
last year, or 2 years ago.
Oh, and you did.
I went to a
like,
water
crazy
park,
slides.
and that was fun. Like, so, seeing I didn't do the big slide. I was afraid it's high up there.
It is high up there.
I'm like, you guys go ahead.
It is very high.
But I
up
did
there.
like all the ones where you sit in the boat. Like those
Yeah.
ones are really crazy.
They are. And those
Like
are
you
so
go
fun.
over backwards and it's like a huge U. And you
Whoa.
you have to tuck your chin in because you go back and it like pulls your head.
Ugh.
So, but I mean, I'd like to sit in like a car.
Wow,
Like, do a
yeah.
roller co- I've
we
never done
definitely
it.
will.
Never done it.
Some roller coasters are just like the Cliffs ones, though, where they're just, they take you up and then you throw you down. And that gives you the momentum to go around this, whole deal, and then you're done.
Mm-hmm. I
That's
did
what a lot of them are.
like I did the small one in Vegas at Circus. The one.
Oh,
in Vegas.
yeah.
I think I've
Uh-huh.
done that.
Yeah.
But again, that wasn't like a big time.
There's a roller coaster, I think, in New York,
In Vegas?
in Vegas.
Yeah, the one that goes around.
Goes outside,
Well,
though,
there's like the
right?
one on top of the stratosphere. Not doing that.
I'm not going to do the Stratosphere
Or the one
one.
that hangs you over.
Yes.
So it just slides you over and
Not a
then
fan.
it pulls you back and then
No.
it drops you out even further.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
Exactly.
Why are you trying to test it?
That's what I mean.
You're not a hero.
Yeah.
If you get
If
on
it does fall, then
you're,
what?
You're just a story being told
Yeah.
forever.
Like, cool. I'll be in the paper tomorrow.
Yeah, and your brains are on the side of the
Yeah.
Las Vegas
Terrible.
billboard.
Terrible.
So we'll go. I wanna
We have
give
to
it a
go.
shot.
We have to go. We'll go because it's only a matter of time before the kiddos are going to be old enough and we're going to have to go. And I remember when I was a kid, my dad went on all the rides with us. And now as an adult, I realize, hey, my dad was not 22 years old when he was doing this. He was...
My dad didn't go on any rides. My dad probably didn't even go to the park with us.
Probably didn't go to the park with you. But my dad would have been like 37, 38, going on all these rides with us. So
It's
I'm
not
like,
too
man.
young. It's not too young. It's not old.
It's not old, but you realize, like,
Probably maybe don't want to get on a ride when you're 40.
right, yeah, like in your 40s. And I think he did. I think he did still get on rides. I don't know if he got on rides past 40,
We should
but
just go to Cliffs.
yeah, he should.
Cliffs is very junior.
Oh,
Very-
yeah.
It's for kids. I mean, you don't go. No one in
yeah.
their 20s is like, let's go to Cliff. Like, it's for kids. It's
I
a kid-
haven't been to Cliffs, and
It's
I
a
haven't
kids park.
been to, what's the other, Hinkle.
You never been to
I
Hinkle?
don't think I've been to
Yo,
Hinkle.
Hinkle's a good time. And
Is
I don't
it?
know. Yeah, I used to love it.
So Cliffs is a little amusement park here,
Yeah.
but what's Hinkle?
Hinkle's like an arcade.
Oh, okay.
So they have all the games, all the regular, the skee balls, all the regular.
Is there
arcade
miniature
games.
golf?
There's a miniature. It's an 18.
Are there go karts?
There's go karts. There's bumper boats.
Ooh.
So you get in a bumper boat.
So it's like
and got a little
putt-putt.
squirter. Putt putt.
It's like putt putt golf. Putt putt?
The putt putt in Albuquerque.
Yeah, there used to be a putt putt in
Yeah.
Albuquerque. Yeah.
It's just that plus more. So you have the
Interesting.
bumper boats are really cool. The go karts are fun. They have
Yeah.
like a rock climbing and plus the arcade.
Dang, okay.
They have a
okay.
laser thing.
Ooh.
So it's a giant tube and it's filled with lasers and you got to dodge them and you're like, whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean,
Like you're breaking into.
yeah, like you're breaking into like a bank vault.
Yeah.
So you have
You're
to
like
be
stealing
able to,
some jewels.
yeah, so you have to be tricky to move around it. I love Hinkle.
No way.
I love Hinkle. And it's an older place because it's been around forever.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
remember I helped out the granddaughter of Hinkle when I was working with Samsung. Is it granddaughter? Or like daughter-in-law or something?
she's
and
like,
she
oh,
gave
my
me.
grandpa like owns.
Yeah, uh-huh. She was like, oh, my grandpa or my father-in-law, I forget which one it was, owns it, and da-da-da. So after I helped her, and luckily it was successful, she gave me like 5 free tickets to Hinkle.
Oh, you
She's like, pulls them out of her purse. She has like a wad.
should have used to.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
it's
even know.
like it's regular expensive.
I was like, nah.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome place. It's just far. And it probably
It
takes
is far.
45 minutes to get there from here.
Yeah.
But I dang, we should
That's
do
so
that
far.
this summer. At least
You
Cliffs.
should. See, but I like to do that stuff on like an off day.
Oh,
Like
you got to do it on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
do it on a Tuesday.
You just like play a hooky day and then go.
Yeah, when it's
and
like the
do-
park's cleared, everyone's in school.
Yeah, nobody's there. That's when I want to do it.
And Cliffs will be fun for some of the kiddos to kind of figure out, like,
Do I like this? Do I not like
is this
it?
fun for you?
I know.
I didn't like it. I was always a fraidy cat. But like
the
the
biggest roller
log
coaster
ride,
here. Is there a log ride at Cliffs?
log ride is fantastic.
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
I haven't done it in a long time, but the
Yeah.
log ride was super simple.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you go around. You know, you're splishing and splashing. You go up. You head
And
down.
you're like, oh, hey, what's happening?
So it's enough to be like, that's like a good starter.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you could probably even start smaller than that. But do the log ride. I feel like that was fun. Maybe work your way up.
All right.
Try a bigger ride after that.
For the kiddos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the biggest roller coaster that Cliffs has is still not.
It's not very big.
Very
and it's made
big,
out
right?
of wood.
Oh, their biggest roller coaster is a wooden roller coaster?
Yeah.
Dang, those beat you up.
Those are scary.
Yeah, because it feels like you're going to fall
Termites.
off.
It's a big problem. Termites.
That's not what I.
That's not,
Not what I was going with.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
just meant they're rough.
No, I
It's
was
like you're
thinking of
going in them
the
and they're-
termites eat one of the tracks and then
That's what,
yeah,
okay.
birds are pecking at the thing.
There's just birds that are meeting you at the
Yeah, I'm not.
top, whilst the termites are
Yeah,
eating the wood.
that's how my mind thinks.
But that's what prevents you from going on a wooden roller coaster. Is you're worried that like there's one piece of wood on that.
No,
roller
but like
coaster
it
that's
rain. Wood doesn't last
and
forever.
then- no, I think they have to maintain that
But do
wooden
they?
roller coaster.
There's
I don't
another. There's
know.
a smaller metal one that's kind of cool.
They
That
do
one's not as scary.
like the people do like wooden roller coasters. There is
That's like the
certain-
classic. Like you
Yeah.
can hear the noises.
there's
and
like a
stuff.
certain feel to a wooden roller coaster. It's very the only thing I remember about wooden roller coasters is that they're really bumpy. So I mean, literally, yeah, you're still strapped in, but you're literally kind of getting knocked around the cart. Yeah, because you
yeah.
feel everything.
Well, I
that
want to
the
do a
cart's
roller
doing.
coaster where you sit in it first before I'm like hanging and like strapped up by my
Oh
arms.
yeah,
Like I want to let me
I was
get
like,
the
what are you
feel
talking
of that. Yeah, where you sit in a cart, a little.
yeah, yeah. It's
Like let me do that first
coaster
before I'm
is.
like
Yeah.
hanging by my ankles.
I mean, a lot of them are just like carts, and you sit, two to a cart.
Yeah.
and yeah. And there's a row of them.
Dang, see,
Pretty good.
we're gonna have to do that.
Yeah, heck yeah. But I mean, there's tons. I remember there were rides where you would go reverse. There's rides. I mean, I did there's a dragster ride. I remember very clearly too, where all it did was it just shot you out, but it's taking you from 0 to 60 in however many seconds.
Yeah.
And all it does is it just went up and it just kind of turned at the top, and when you're at the top, you can see the whole park, and then it just brings you back down. That's the ride. And then, and it goes all the way. It goes back, and then forward
Yeah.
and locks in. I mean, literally like a 30-second ride, and then you're done. No, yeah,
Yeah.
but it just feels awesome because it's shooting
Yeah,
you
yeah.
out so fast that
I can't do
you get
anything that.
feeling in your stomach.
Yeah,
You're
that
like,
knot. See, and that's what I don't like.
Oh no! What?
Well, I don't
What
like the
are you
knot.
doing?
Like I can't do anything that goes in a circle.
Oh no, I don't
I
like it.
I
It's
can't.
sick,
The
yeah.
teacups or whatever
Yeah, I
they're
don't
called,
like that.
teapot. No way. If it goes in a circle, I get dizzy and I throw up.
Yeah, I don't do things that
just-
spin.
And I guess I don't mind the stomach drop as much. Like
The
when
stomach drop is temporary.
and then like, okay, we're good.
You just kind of let out a little yell.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then you're good.
but I'm not spinning in a circle.
No.
No.
We'll go ride some roller coasters.
Dang,
Yeah.
we gotta go to Cliffs. I can't
We'll go to
believe we haven't
Cliffs. We'll go
thought
to
of that.
Hinkle. We'll do all of that stuff because
Hinkle.
we have to. Again, as the kids get older, it's like something I'm gonna have to do.
They're-
They probably do. They
but
probably
they'll-
do field trips to Hinkle and stuff, and they like the schools probably.
We did like the summer programs and stuff.
Oh yeah. See. Yeah.
But
Makes
that's
sense.
See, I'm trying to think of what else there is. But I think that's like the main thing, like Hinkle and Cliffs.
Probably because
Electric
that's
Playhouse.
all that's here.
Shout out Electric Playhouse.
What?
It's like that for adults. I think I told you about it before.
Maybe.
So it's like an
It's still here?
interactive. It's
No?
like Meow Wolf kind of. See, and I don't like making that comparison. Yeah, do you remember where the Staples was Of course.
Of
Where the Walmart
course.
is, the scary Walmart I used to go to all the time.
Yeah, across
And
the
then Staples.
street. Yeah.
It's that building. But like, so you go into a room and it's like full of lights. And then you can like touch the lights on the wall and the lights move.
Dang, it's so cool.
And then like you like step on the floor and like the floor moves and it's like a whole thing and you go in tunnels and like it's so kind of like how the rainbow thing is.
Uh-huh.
Like an electric players, you go up and like grab it. And it's weird. It's
That
super
is weird.
weird.
I really want. That sounds awesome, and I think we should do that too. Is it kid friendly?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a whole
Yeah,
family
cool.
thing.
Perfect. My sister actually wants to come down in a couple months, and she wants to go to Meow Wolf. But that also might be something super fun.
Yeah, Meow was trippy.
Meow Wolf is trippy.
And
I still haven't been.
I'm sure it's
but-
different now because they changed
Yeah.
the exhibits and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like walked in and I'm like, I
It
don't.
used to be a house, right? I don't know if it still is.
But that was just like one area.
Oh,
It was like
one
a house.
area
And,
was a
like,
house.
and that was like the most famous when you like go in the fridge
Yeah.
and then you like go in the washer and it like takes, but then it takes you somewhere else.
Oh.
Like I'd walk in and be like, well, I don't know what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
So you're like,
That's
you pick
cool.
something up, you're like, okay, this is fake. And then you like pick something else, you're like, oh, that's a whole other room. So you're like, I don't know what's.
Is there a library where you pull a book and then
Yeah,
the
and like,
bookshelf
and then, like a
open?
book thing opens and it's
Dang,
like a
that's
whole
cool.
thing. But
That's
only
awesome.
one book does it, and you don't know what book. You got to touch every single book. Again,
It's awesome. Though.
sanitizer is key,
Oh yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
But like even the washer, I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna go. So you get into the washer, and then you're in a little room, like as big as me, and you're like, this is horrible. And then you
And
like
then-
get out, and you're like in the forest.
Oh
Like,
dang.
okay, so this is that kind of place.
All right.
But
I gotta go.
I think it's awesome.
I really want to go to Meow Wolf.
Yeah, well,
Did
for
you
sure.
did you see that George R. R. Martin opened up a bookstore in Santa Fe?
No, we're not downtown, probably.
Oh, probably. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna open up a bookstore. You're like, damn.
To sell his books,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Man, that would be
They're
a.
like all kinds of books.
I would just walk in there and then I would just clap.
Do you think you like?
You just walked in and all it was just Game of Thrones. That's all they
or
sold.
you
there.
walked in and you saw him?
That'd be cool. When I went to that
Checking out my store.
opera, that Game of Thrones experience at the Opera House, he was there.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did they
which
like
was
introduce
awesome.
him? Like at the Knicks game, like guess who's in the crowd tonight?
No, actually, he went on stage at the end of intermission, and he gave a speech about his charity that he does to try to get more kids into the arts.
Yeah,
It's an art.
that's kind of cool. You
Yeah.
get to see him.
Yeah, it was cool. He was actually in our row. He was just at the end of our row.
Well, you didn't like slide out.
I was
Gotta go to
like,
the bathroom.
I was telling Kat, I was like, if we just were walking, there's actually security guards on either side.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
weren't
so I
getting
think they
there.
would have been like, other way, guy.
Trying to find the bathroom,
way.
pal. Dang, that's kind of cool. He sat in the same row as him.
Yeah, it was cool, and it would have been cool if he talked to me. That would have been better.
Yeah, hung out, grabbed a beer after.
Yeah.
So he opened up a bookstore.
Yes, he opened up a bookstore.
Okay,
I don't know anything about it other than that I read that he opened up a bookstore in Santa Fe.
probably downtown.
And if it only sells Game of Thrones books, that would be so funny.
Well, yeah, he writes tons of stuff, right? Too.
Hey, he has other books in that same universe, I think, but I don't know what other books he writes.
I don't know if I could ever read them.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I just can't read.
I was gonna say, do you read books?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
But if someone's like, "Here,
hard.
read this whole series," I'm like, "No."
No.
Like,
If you're gonna start reading books, I don't know that you start with Game of Thrones.
no.
I haven't read the books either, but from what I heard, I actually had this buddy that I used to work with, and he was reading Game of Thrones because the HBO series, and he was just saying that everything is just described in such detail that,
Yeah.
especially in the earlier books, that they're actually quite slow, and so you kind of have to.
You have to be a
you have to
real
soak,
reader.
Yeah, you have to like soak up all of the information that's being given to you, and
Yeah, see, I'm not.
yeah,
I'm
it's
not a
hard
strong
for
reader.
when you're not an avid reader. You probably don't start.
I don't think
with-
I've read a book cover to cover my whole life.
Okay, well, so aside from going to an amusement park, we're probably gonna get you a book, get you a nice book,
I'd be
Maybe like a
interested-
30-pager?
Yeah, something simple. I think the only
Big
book
wor-
I can
big
say
words?
I've read from beginning to end is War of the Worlds.
Oh, there you go.
H.G.
It's
Wells,
a good book.
but like the old book,
Yeah,
like the
original
book, the
property,
original
yeah.
one, because I was interested in that story.
In Aliens?
Yeah. Oh, I'm fascinated by it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather fight a flock of aliens than a flock of birds. I really would. 100%. But
One of the things you just said would actually kill you.
See, but I could take on an alien.
not.
I can't punch
Why
a
would you
bird
think you could take on an alien?
because I could.
You think you're just going to be another human that you're going to
Probably.
be walking? No.
I've seen enough movies.
Yeah, they don't look like you.
I've seen enough movies. I can't fight a bird.
You're like, oh, look, this alien landed. We're going to box.
Yeah.
No. No.
Cage match.
Don't say yeah. No. Not to mention that the alien you're fighting is probably a soldier alien from whatever planet it came
Oh,
from.
completely trained.
Yeah, 100% trained.
From birth.
Yeah. Yeah, it was born, and they take its DNA and they say,
It's-
this
it
was,
was
built to be a
bred
soldier.
to kill humans.
Yeah. And
That's
so
why
we're
they
gonna-
flew.
We're going to put it over here in this program.
Galaxies.
And we're going to put up human... we're going to put up human pictures, and that's what they practice shooting.
That's what War of the
With-
Worlds
and then-
was, pretty
yeah.
much, kind of.
And so,
Yeah, we'll get me a book.
Didn't War of the Worlds, didn't the aliens die, though, because they couldn't handle our atmosphere or something?
Well, they didn't know what human diseases were. So when they were
Oh,
eating
yeah.
humans, they were getting human diseases.
Yeah,
the alien
and then
didn't
they
know what
died.
cancer was. It killed it.
Yeah.
We've
so-
been able to like adapt to cancer and to
yeah,
all these different
so they
diseases.
showed up and
We
got
have
sick.
medicine. So they showed up and got sick
Yeah,
from
and started
eating
dying.
people.
Yeah.
So they would get people
It's like,
diseases,
man,
and they're
what in
like,
the world? Yeah,
"That's
I
not
think
a
it's kind
cool
of cool.
way."
I'm like, yeah. So the only thing we have, we were gonna give the aliens a syphilis.
Yeah, diseases. But yeah, War of the Worlds I read, but like the books in high school, I don't think I read them all.
There's a lot of books that you.
I read like Bruce Lee books. They're not stories, but they're like
Yeah,
books
like-
I've read through.
The bummer about books, in my opinion, is that so when you're going through high school, like middle school, high school, is that they're showing you like pieces of literature that are popular for a reason. They're well written. They kind of they're there because they're showing you really good ways of writing.
Yeah.
They're helping you practice your reading level. Like they're handpicked so that you can gradually increase your reading level and level of understanding of different literature, right? But if you walk into a bookstore, you may notice this. There's a lot of other sections like sci-fi and action.
Yeah.
Like you can get crazy cool books that aren't related to
Yeah.
what you read in middle school and high school,
Yeah.
which is why it's a bummer because
There's
it's
more
not,
books out there than To Kill a
yeah,
Mockingbird.
right. And so the books that you read in school is not a good picture of the landscape that's available to you
Yeah.
for reading, which is something that I always thought was kind of it's kind of unfortunate. I mean, they let you pick books, but to read and you get points and all that stuff, but it wasn't like, hey, go pick an awesome sci-fi book for us and then read that.
Like Lost in
and-
Space.
Yeah, like whatever. Go read something that is of interest to you, which is hard because if you walked into a library and I said, "Hey, Diego, go pick a book you're gonna like," you're gonna be like, "I don't even know what I would like." So you almost need someone to be like, "Hey, here's 3 books, right? Read them. Tell me which one catches your interest the most."
Yeah.
And then like someone that curates, like a Netflix thing, right? Like you watch a
Like,
little bit
breaks
of
it
something,
in the categories.
and then as you like that more and more, you hone in
because
on your
you read this,
Yeah.
you might like this.
right, and then you hone in on the books that you enjoy the most.
Yeah.
And if you did that, if you curated your books as much as you do your Netflix library,
Yeah.
you would probably actually enjoy a book
I think
cover to
if
cover.
I read,
Yeah.
I'd get better at reading too. I'm not a great reader.
Oh, really?
I've never been a great reader.
Like you struggle with the big words, Or what do you mean not a good reader?
Well, I mean, I guess I haven't read in a long time, but I was like the
You sound like such.
I was like the don't pick me in class because I might not know how to read a word guy.
I haven't read them. Haven't read it in a long time.
I haven't picked up a book,
I don't read.
but I was really
You
like,
read. You don't read books.
yeah, exactly. I don't read literature.
What do you? But you read. You read words. When you read
Yeah.
articles, you read.
Oh, I read articles
read-
every day.
don't know, I
I'm
don't
constantly reading police reports that are
magazines,
yeah.
whatever.
I read police reports that have very interesting words in them. But like a
But
book,
but don't say you don't read. I don't know.
I don't read books.
I haven't read in a long time.
No, I do. Yeah, I do read, but I'm not. I don't think I'm a.
You just
strong
haven't gone to
reader.
the library and read and
Yeah.
checked out a book.
Yeah, I went to
read
Barnes
it.
and Noble the other day.
For what?
For Christmas presents. I was shopping for Christmas presents, and I was like, I don't know. Like I read like 12 pages of a comic book. I was like, I probably should have read like an actual book.
Oh, while you were in there?
Yeah.
don't
I'm like, I
know.
probably should have just read like a real book instead of.
Comic books are books. I mean, there's
I mean,
still
I've
words
read
on a
those.
page that you have to.
There's one I've been dying to read, and I started reading the first
A
two
book?
pages of a comic book,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, shit, now I gotta know what happens now.
So in your head, what's the difference between picking up a book and picking up a comic book? I mean,
So,
truthfully, what do you think is
So a
is
comic
it?
book's like a book. Well, I guess maybe not now that I'm older, but the book to me was like intimidating. Like it was just a
Okay.
big thing
Okay.
of just like words, and I'm like, what if like it's just a lot of words? And but a comic book was broken up. It wasn't
Okay.
a paragraph. It was a it was a quick conversation.
That's interesting.
So a comic book is like, yo, I could breeze through this.
So-
it was so quick to read, and I loved reading comic books. It was easy.
So if you had a book that was 1,000 pages, you wouldn't even start to read it because the length of it is intimidating.
Yeah, I'm like,
Because it would take you too long
never
to
gonna
read
finish
it.
That. It'll take
But
me a
why
year
wouldn't
to
you finish
that.
it?
I don't know.
Even if it took you a year to finish it.
Like, I mean, I'd have to pick up a book and see. Like Left Behind, I've always wanted to read all like 8 Left Behind books.
You could.
I've read the first one, like half of it, and I just never finished it.
I'm definitely not saying like, hey, go and start reading like Jane Austen and pick up, go and take a crack at, all these very
There's a
prestigious
lot of simple books.
Yeah, just
There's a lot of simple
go
books.
find a book. Go find some authors, I'm sure, and go see if there's something that you like or a genre. I don't know. It's what's interesting. The reason why I asked you is because reading a comic book is still words, but it's like if there's too many words on the page, you're psyching yourself out.
Yeah, you're like, this is.
You're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this thing. Yeah. But do you struggle with like reading and then you don't know what you read, so then you have to reread it.
I have to reread a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And then you're not sure.
Yeah.
But
even
I can see that.
Even textbooks were easier to read than actual books because it was just like it was broken up in a more playful way, and I'm like, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, you didn't really need to remember page 1
No.
while you were on page 100.
Exactly.
Yeah. Where
Well,
a
the
book,
book is-
you have to like have a
Yeah.
grasp of what's happening the whole time.
Yeah, you're like, read this book. It's 1,300 pages on.
And you're like, when I get to page 1300, am I going to remember page 1
Exactly.
and everything in between?
Yeah. Same with like
You
movies.
think you'd be surprised.
Some movies are like, that's way too long. I don't know that I can do that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't sit through.
You're not going to remember
movies.
everything. You don't even remember everything when you watch a TV series. You're not going to remember everything. But there's some things in a story that is just meant to move you to the next point. It's not so that you remember this event at the end of the book or at the end of the TV series. It's just
They're just chapters.
they just need to move it along so that it gets. And there are big details, obviously, that you're going to remember. But yeah, who cares? I mean, you just
I would love to
go pick up a book.
I would like to pick up
go
a book.
Go visit
and-
George R. R.
and-
Martin's
and read it.
bookstore
Say what's up to him.
Buy a book.
Come on the show, George.
Buy a
Come on the
book.
show.
Come on the show, George. Maybe he'll have other things besides Game of Thrones in there. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, when I was at Barnes and Nobles, I saw you had a lot of stuff. I was like, this isn't Game of Thrones, though.
No, he has other books, that are not Game of Thrones, that are not a part of that story.
I gotta
For
still
sure.
get on Game of Thrones one day.
Dude, I don't even want to talk to you about it, okay? Because it just upsets me that you didn't have it, that you didn't watch it at the time. It's hard because, again, I think I told you before, it's a hard sell because it's like the How I Met Your Mother effect. Like, what am I going to tell you? Hey, this series is so good until the end.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
like, and so you're like, well, why do I want to even watch
That's
it?
why I got scared, because after I read and I didn't read what happened, but everybody was so mad.
For Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like I remember the headlines that night. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what? But then it got me curious. It's like, what happened? What happened?
But it's not
Why was the last season the worst? And it was
Yeah.
like, so I guess Game of Thrones fans and Star Wars fans are pretty similar. Because I remember when Game of Thrones ended, people were like, we didn't deserve this. We've been here the whole time, and we didn't deserve what you gave us. And people like were freaked out, and I'm like, well, what was it?
Yeah.
What happened?
I still stand by
you
my
not
original assessment of Game of Thrones in that I don't think what happened was bad. I think how they executed it was bad, and strictly, I seriously think that if they didn't rush it and they broke up this last season into 2 or 3 more seasons, that no one would have had a problem. But I don't actually think the content is bad.
It's just how they did
But it feels like bullet points. It feels like like people just sat in a break room and was like, okay, what do we want to happen? Let's just put it on the board. And they were like, okay, well, we need this to happen. We need this to happen. We need this to happen, and that.
And then we're done.
Yeah, and then we'll be done with the story. And they were like, okay, cool. Episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. And the guy was like, whoa. I'm just like throwing out ideas. And he's like, yeah, but we got to wrap it up. And they're like, oh, okay. That's
But
like
was there a
3
reason
that's like
for
3
it?
seasons of
Were
the
they just-
rumor was that Benioff and what
Done, and they're like, I'm sick of doing this. Can we please finish this so I can go do other things now with my time?
Probably. I heard production was pretty rough.
Well, that's what I heard, and
Pretty
people were like, they were just over it.
Yeah, I think they're just done because it was pretty rough out there from what I read.
I'm
and
gonna
saw.
watch it. I will watch.
Yeah.
I will watch Game of Thrones beginning to end before I watch The Office beginning to end.
Dude, The Office is so cool.
Yeah, I've seen the first couple.
First
episodes.
of all, those are 2 totally different things. I watched The
but
Office.
those are. I feel 2 things. People are like, why haven't you seen this?
I watched.
I'm gonna get murdered for.
I
it.
think some people treat The Office like Friends. Like I think there is a certain generation that puts on The Office when they're doing whatever.
Yeah.
Or they're going to sleep, they put on The Office. They're they're cleaning the house, they put on The Office. I watch The Office when I'm sick, when I'm like at home, and I'm like bummed out. And you're like, this is so stupid. It's hilarious.
Yeah, like you need a laugh.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh my god, that's so funny.
Okay.
But I don't put on The Office. I don't put on The Office as background noise. But
Yeah.
I know of people that do that.
Well, I feel like everyone's got a show.
Yeah.
Just put on. I'm cleaning. I've been doing that. Well, I've been cleaning stuff up. I've just put on a show.
Yeah, you just have a show in the
Yeah.
background because
Of
you've
course.
seen it so many times that you know it's
Yeah,
hear it.
you can hear it, and you're like,
picture
oh, it's that episode.
I want to watch Big Bang Theory from beginning to end.
I would like to do that too, because once I left, when I moved, I didn't have TV anymore. I couldn't watch it anymore.
Oh,
So I think I got 5 seasons in, and they did 10.
oh,
I think
you're
I'm
only
halfway through,
Oh,
and then I'm
man.
like, okay, I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah.
So now when I
wanna
see
watch
newer
Big Bang
episodes,
Theory.
I'm like, wait, what? How did that happen? And they're like, yeah, it happened like 3 years ago. I'm like, I haven't seen anything
I
since
know,
season
and
5.
I really want to watch it all the way through, and I will.
People
I'll get
hated
on
that
Big
show
Bang Theory.
too.
They hated that show. Why?
A lot of people didn't like it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it has the cult following that The Office does or
Yeah,
Friends
maybe
does,
that's
but
why.
maybe it doesn't.
But
yeah.
again, I haven't seen the last part of it, so I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, when I would watch it,
was funny because it was things I could relate to.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. You can relate to PhDs
Yeah.
sitting around eating Chinese food. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Being the
right,
way those
yeah.
guys were, like, I know what it's like to like care about something so much, and the rest of the world is like, why?
Like, why
so
are you?
stupid?
Yeah, why do you care about that?
You're like, but the Flash died. And you're like, and people are like, he's not real though.
Yeah,
He's a fake
fictional
person.
character.
But like to them, it was something. So
Yeah,
like, I'm
I
like,
get
okay,
that.
yeah.
I agreed. I do think it's super
Dang,
relatable
10
to.
years. That show was.
I didn't know it was on for 10 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually was thinking like 7 or 8 seasons tops.
No,
I didn't
10
know it
years.
went on 10 years.
2008 to 2018.
Man, there was another show that went on for like 12 years or something. And I was shocked that
Supernatural's been on a long
Supernatural, Grey's Anatomy has been on forever.
time. Yeah.
I think they're like on episode 50 or season 15 or something. And that's still going on. Yeah. I mean, there's crazy long series, but there's
what's
there's
been
like
the
series.
Isn't The Simpsons still the longest running series? Isn't
I don't
that
know. I think they break them up.
4 years or something.
Yeah, I think they break them up because there's like soap operas that are on for a long time.
But then they like
too.
reboot them.
Right. They're like different characters. So I think they have to break them up. It's like so The Simpsons I think is like one of the longest running TV shows with the same characters, same But yeah,
It's never been canceled, right? Either.
I don't think so.
Because I know Family Guy's been canceled numerous times. They're like, well, it doesn't count.
It's moved networks.
Yeah, like it doesn't count.
Family Guy
It's like
moved networks in the beginning.
So it's at like season 17. Be like, no, it doesn't count because
The first 3 seasons were
yeah.
yeah,
Like it was here and then it went
Like
there and then
there.
we canceled you.
yeah, and then we brought you back.
Yeah.
and then, yeah.
So I know that doesn't count, but I know like Grey's Anatomy, like all the
Dang.
NCIS.
Family Guy is hilarious.
Yo, Family Guy is my favorite show of all time.
Family Guy is so funny, but I understand when someone says they don't like Family Guy. I understand that.
Completely
I'm like,
understand why.
I am not gonna argue with you on why you don't like Family or why you should like Family Guy.
No, not
I
most people. I
completely
think
understand.
I would meet wouldn't like it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I get it.
But they did
It
an
is
episode.
so.
They did an episode where they interview people as to why they can't watch Family Guy.
I think I have seen
You've
that.
seen that?
actually,
And they're
yeah.
like, well, what about it didn't you like? And then people would just say what they didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, why does the baby talk?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, it's just a character.
Yeah.
But why is
And the dog,
like,
why has the
like,
dog talk?
is the baby gay or like what's the situation? Like I didn't understand that. So like the people have these
Like, why is the
genuine
baby
concern-
cussing
yeah.
or something? Yeah.
So like I get why people, and that's why it's been canceled numerous
Yeah,
times.
because people don't
this is-
like it.
It's very racist. It's a lot of different things.
It's bad.
It's
Yeah, but it's so
hilarious.
funny.
Like all the
But I get
religious
it.
stuff
I
is
get it.
funny.
I know.
Like all the stuff about Catholicism, it's funny.
Because and then he like says stuff, and you're like, "Dang, there's some points to that."
Yeah,
I get it.
and it's
get it.
backed up. I think very well.
Yeah, he is smart.
I don't think he just says
Seth-
anything just to
Seth
say it.
MacFarlane's a really.
He says
smart
it
dude.
because that's like.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to get
I know.
too deep, but he talks
I wanna get
about
into it.
historical events and he makes jokes about them.
Yeah,
Dude,
because
you're not wrong.
Right.
You're not wrong about the people in that situation. You're not wrong at all.
He's like, if something is ridiculous to him, then he will point out the ridiculousness
Yeah.
and back it up with some kind of fact or
But it's
or popular opinion
serious
that
stuff. Like he did
shines light on it. Yeah.
the one with like the baby Jesus and like the 3 wise men and like he did that
Yeah.
whole story. It's just funny.
It is funny. Yeah.
And the little drummer boy shows up and he was like, "Oh, you brought him a gift." He's like, "No, I didn't have anything." He's like, "What's that?" Like, it's a drum. He's like, "Well, it looks like you got the baby a drum." And he's like, "But this is all I own. That's what makes me the little drummer boy." And there was no harm in that. It was just
Yeah.
funny.
Looks like you brought him a drum.
Yeah. And it was like, but
Dang.
Catholics got really mad at that thing and they wrote all
Dang,
these
that's
letters
so
and
funny.
like they did all this stuff. I'm like, it's just funny.
It's a hilarious show.
But
All right, man. I don't know. I think
What
we're
time is it?
probably. It is almost 2:20.
2:20.
Yeah. So I know we've been going at it a while.
That's fine.
So
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I
go
know
check it out.
we don't need to be here for 6 hours.
Well, I just want to see how it all came out, and I really gotta hurry. So we're gonna cut this guy
See what we
here.
got.
All right,
You want me
man.
to take these down?
No, leave them up for a little bit because maybe we'll take a crack at something else a little more specific,
Okay.
and we'll give it another go.
All right.
All
That'll
right.
work.
Later.